Well, it's going to be a good Monday. Got a fresh blade and the razor blade here. Got about 6 envelopes on the bench. Good old can of Arizona green tea. So let's open these up and see what we got in them. Alright, up first here, I'm going to go ahead and open up the big package here. I think I know what this is, but I can't remember. It's going to be real easy with this blade. Don't destroy what's inside. As you can tell, this envelope is fairly full. Alright, so what I have is more than I expected. Maybe not. Okay, so what this is 5 different little brochures for Tennessee. Got one here from Ruby Falls. And this is, pretty old looking. Look at the text. I'm going to say 50s or 60s, somewhere in that area. It's in really good shape. Really good shape, actually. Wow. All right. And then I got another one here from Ruby Falls. A little bit newer, possibly 70s, maybe 60s, 70s. These are just basically the brochures that you get at the gas stations and welcome centers, I believe. You can purchase these. I've seen this one online on eBay a couple times, and this one every once in a while. And they fetch a pretty penny, actually. I mean, I've seen this one be sold for $10 to $15 just for this brochure. I'm not going to spend $10 to $15 on a brochure. It's just not my budget. But I got all these for probably, I want to say it was maybe $8, $9. I'll put the price here at the bottom of the screen when I paid for everything. It was very, very reasonable. Actually kind of surprised me. You know, the shipping was pretty reasonable on it and everything. So, yeah. This is one you get the rest stops and stuff. It has the attraction and stuff. It has a date there. 1972 on this one. And it's just advertisements from the attractions and businesses and restaurants and hotels and everything. Pretty interesting piece of history. What I like about it is, probably a lot of the stuff you see in here is, probably not there anymore or not there in that form. So that's another reason why I got this. Is more of a conglomerate of, like Lake Winnipesaukee. I love that place. It just has a whole bunch of different attractions and stuff instead of just getting one postcard where it has one attraction on it. So kind of summed them all up here, and this is a little magazine kind of about the history of places and attractions and houses and all kinds of different things. So, this was pretty cool. I was pretty lucky and happy to get a hold of these at a fairly reasonable price. And this next one comes from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Let's see what the state of New Jersey has for me today. Got the invoice. Get that out of the way. Little card there to protect it. All right, Umbrella Rock on Lookout Mountain in Chattanooga, Tennessee. At one point, you could actually go out there to the Umbrella Rock. As you can see, there's a ladder, and people climbed up on top of it, took their pictures and everything. There's a couple photographs, a handful of photographs of Civil War soldiers and stuff like that on top of it. But you can tell there, kind of tells you a little bit more about it. This is one of those cards you see, maybe not the card itself, but the subject matter. You see it fairly regularly. I got probably a pretty decent deal on it, and looking through my collection, I really didn't have any specifically on the Umbrella Rock. So this is a nice little addition to the whole Lookout Mountain postcard collection. And up next here is one from Columbus, Ohio, or Dayton, Ohio, actually. I'm just going to use my fingers on this one. Worked out quite well there. And I like it when they put a little card in there. It just kind of protects the cards. Okay, what we have here is, this is like the main drag of the Lookout Mountain, base of Lookout Mountain in Chattanooga. The Drake Hotel or Motel and the Drake Restaurant, it's been demolished last year, sometime in that area. Tell you a little bit right there about the highway approach to the famous Lookout Mountain. Guessing probably the 60s, maybe the 50s. The cars look like 50s era cars. So probably late 50s, early 60s. Don't see a whole lot of this strip of highway in a postcard. And that's why it's cool. It's another one of those things where it has a bunch of different attractions and diners and gas stations and hotels and motels that are probably no longer there, and just a thing of the past, but I can still kind of relive them here in this postcard from the past. And the next one here comes to us from another Ohio. All right. Go ahead and slice into this one real quick. Another well-protected item. Don't mind paying a little bit for a little bit of protection. Okay, this is the upper station of the incline railway of Lookout Mountain. This one's from the 50s. This one comes up very seldomly. You see it, and I don't know what it is, but every single time I come up, if it's a bidding auction, people bid on it, no matter what. I have yet to see one come up as a buy it now. I think I bid on this one. It's not in the greatest of shape. You can tell here, it's got some pieces on the corner chipped off and everything. But it was, I think I got a good deal, fairly decent deal on it. So, went ahead and grabbed hold of it. It may have been a buy it now. I have to go back and look, and I'll put the price I paid at the screen, bottom of the screen here, and with it was an auction or whatever. But just kind of tells you more about it. If you don't know by now, the Lookout Mountain Incline is one of my favorite attractions of all times. It just intrigues me. Now the station is a little bit different looking than this, I believe now. I can't remember if it, I'm sure it's done remodel, because like I said, this is from the 50s or 60s. This is actually the second station. The first one actually caught fire, and they had to do a bunch of rebuilding on it years ago, or years and years ago. One of the motors or the control motors or something gave up, and caught fire. But this is one of those things I've been looking for for the last couple of months. And like I said, every time I've seen one, it went pretty fast, or it just got stupid crazy with the price on it. So I must have got a good price on this one, but glad to have this one. And good old Boise, Idaho sent me some stuff here from Crow's Nest Postcards. I like old Crow's Nest postcards. This is one of the things, it seems like just about every time I get a different one of their personalized postcards. It's pretty cool. A little advertisement, but yeah, it's just cool to me. Actually, keep those. All right. And I think I already have this one, or it's in a larger form. I can't remember. I think I have this one in those big Continental postcard, or one of those giant postcards. But anyways, this is Rock City Gardens in Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. A lot of people think it's in Georgia. No, it's not Tennessee. It's in Lookout Mountain, Georgia. It's not in Tennessee. Just the other side of the line. It's just an overview of the whole Rock City Gardens in Fairland Court. Kind of overlook a map of, just kind of the points of interest along the trails through the whole attraction. Guessing probably 30s or 40s era on this postcard. As you can tell, it hasn't been postmarked or anything. But yeah, like I said, I think I have the larger version of this one, so that's why I grabbed this one, just to have both versions, and probably got a decent deal on it. If not, it's still a pretty cool piece of history. And the last postcard envelope for the day comes from Illinois. Let's see what Illinois has to offer. Oh, okay. This is one of those folder postcards from the historic New Orleans. These are probably the 50s, 60s era. I don't recall seeing this one. I'll put a link up here. I did a mass order of these from a company or a gentleman. I got like 40 something of these. I don't remember seeing this one in the mix, so I grabbed hold of this one. Be on the lookout. I got some more of these. But yeah, this is just some Mardi Gras. It's just basically small little postcards that you can separate off and send out, I believe. No, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. You can't send these off because they're double-sided. But it's just another one of those kind of conglomeration postcards that has, attractions around town, popular attractions, things like that. I just think they're neat altogether. I don't know why they don't do these anymore. I haven't seen these, and to be honest with you, I don't ever recall seeing these as a kid. They probably were a little bit before my time. But it's neat how they just kind of fold up, and you got a little flap on here, and you could, if you want to put a piece of tape on it or whatever, you can send it off. I don't know what the additional postage would be on one of these. Like I said, I've never sent one of these out. It'd probably still be, a letter, envelope, stamp, whatever. But yeah, so it just folds up, slap you a stamp and your address, and send it off. And it just kind of shows you more than one scene from the area, and that's kind of why I like the whole folder postcard idea. It gets a whole lot of information in a small format. But yeah, this would be a nice collection of my folder postcard collection. So this week's Mailbag Monday kind of started off interesting with a handful of vintage brochures and stuff, little magazines. I thought that was kind of cool. Some things you don't see a lot of, and I've never seen anything like this before listed on eBay or anywhere for sale. Then I got some postcards from Lookout Mountain, the top, the bottom, the other side, top, and down here kind of close to hometown. So not a whole lot of variety this week, but definitely interesting with these. Just looking right here on this one, just caught it 1973. This Great Escape to the Smokies. So got a different kind of a little bit of variety, especially with the the brochures and stuff. But these would be a nice little addition to the collection I have. I got my pages in and started organizing everything, and here in probably the next couple weeks I'll do a try to get a little quick video out of all of my collection. I might have to break it into sections by region of the country or something like that. I'll figure it out later on. But anyways, that being said, I appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you next time.